Welcome to Good Morning Illini.
Today we're taking you through campus's latest news and hottest events.
From the newest class of Gee's business students to one who's made the most out of his 4 years here.
Plus, all that's going on to celebrate Women's History Month and a live conversation with the organizers.
All right here on Good Morning Illini. I'm Aaron Anastas.
And I'm Hamza Kazi.
As we go into the weekend, the world is watching rising tensions in the Middle East after U.S. and Israeli strikes in Iran killed the country's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. For some students here in Champaign, that moment isn't just international news, it's personal.
Caitlin Devitt spoke with Iranian-born students right here on campus about their connection to home and how they're processing this moment for their country. She joins us now with more.
There's a mix of emotion, reflection, and conversation about what could come next. And one student is saying this moment is unlike anything she's ever experienced.
This is the first time in my life that I actually have some hope. I have hope that maybe change might happen, and for that I'm really grateful to U.S.
Malika Shakari grew up in the south of Iran and witnessed the reign of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei firsthand. She says this oppressive environment is what pushed her away from home and into the U.S. in the first place.
This regime never lets us to have the free speech, and when we start talking, they never want us back. I had to take all these risks and move somewhere that I finally can live freely, and UIUC gave me this chance, and I'm really grateful for that.
And now that the U.S. is taking the matter into its own hands, Shakari says she's finally starting to dream of one day returning home.
If I be back by the New Year, the Iranian New Year, Nowruz, and celebrate that with my family, I always fantasize that in my head, and that's my biggest dream right now.
Despite her distance from home, Shakari is still trying to support her country however she can. That's why she and a group of other Iranian students started an RSO called UIUC Iranians for Revolution. Their goal? To help spread awareness about the reality for people still stuck in the conflict.
The regime has been in power for 47 years, and that's been, for lack of a better way of putting it, 47 years of hell for the Iranian people.
As of now, the future for Iran is still uncertain. But for Shakari and Razaveh Maliki, they're finally starting to have some hope.
The situation in Iran continues to develop, and many in this campus community are following these events very closely. Caitlin, is there anything else we can expect to see from the organization?
Yeah, Aaron. So starting today at noon, the UIUC Iranians for Revolutions will be gathering on the main quad to show their support for the attacks.
Fantastic, Caitlin. Thank you.
Turning now toward the people that the month is all about, this Sunday is Women's History Day. Today, the Conversation Cafe has a special edition panel to commemorate the holiday. At noon, you can hurry over to the YMCA to participate in the Collective Flourishing panel for International Women's Day. The event will highlight the panel's experience with mentorship, friendship, and community care, and how that leads to collective growth. The panel will be hosted by the Diversity and Social Justice Education and will feature students, staff, and other community members.
And most importantly, it's time to appreciate the women in your life a little bit extra, because March is Women's History Month. And here's how to celebrate right here on campus. You can visit the 24th Annual Women's and Gender History Symposium at the Levis Faculty Center. The theme of this year's event is Gender and Labor, and the event highlights 2 keynote speakers. This workshop runs all day today and tomorrow. And if you're looking for something more hands-on, you can join the Women's Resource Center for a crafternoon this afternoon from 2 to 4. All materials will be provided, and the event is free and open to everyone. You can also get physical at Orange Theory. Tomorrow's workout class is a partnership with the organization If, When, How. If, When, How is an abortion and pregnancy defense fund that provides free legal services. The event begins at 2 p.m. and will help raise funds for women's health initiatives. And 2 local organizations are coming together to prove that women have a space in STEM. Women in Robotics with Control Z will be at the Spurlock Museum at 1:30 Saturday afternoon. Control Z is a high school student team focusing on providing STEM opportunities locally and outside. You can learn about the competition team and the women who helped influence robotics. And if that doesn't sound fun enough, their frisbee throwing robot, FrisbeeBot, will be there.
Up next, how key campus figures celebrated important women, plus the organization behind the event. Don't go anywhere.
When we work together, we achieve the extraordinary. Across the state, we're breaking down barriers and bringing people together. And we're developing solutions that ensure all communities benefit from the progress that innovation inspires. The University of Illinois system is leading the charge to co-create a brighter future for everyone. Let's achieve the extraordinary together.
Campus has been abuzz with events celebrating and honoring women. Let's take a look at why. Members of the campus community gathered at the Levis Faculty Center last Wednesday to celebrate International Women's Day. The university's Center for the Study of Global Gender Equity and the Humanities Research Institute hosted the event. 12 women who changed the world, untold stories.
We want to be inclusive of all the women from different background, experiences so celebrate all the women who made contributions that paved the way for the progression.
Some of the speakers at the event included Student Body President Gabby Del Santo, College of Law Professor Rumana Alam, and Ava Pomerantz, the director of the Center for Social and Behavioral Science. Attendees got to hear about the mothers, grandmothers, colleagues, and historical figures that have inspired each of the 12 speakers. The final speaker was none other than Urbana Mayor Deshaun Williams, who shared his mother's story in honor of International Women's Day.
Something that I prided myself in is the ability to speak and encourage folks around my mother, and just the upbringing that she had with us and my family, and just again wanted to shine a light on the sheroes in my life. So very important.
Next Wednesday, you can brunch and express your feminism in an event put on by the Women's Resource Center. From 10 to 12, you can munch on some bagels while designing your own personalized buttons. Whether it's a bold, empowering, or playful statement, the center is stocked with everything you need to make your button. All are welcome to attend the party. Now, I'm fortunate enough to be here with Amy Baumeister, an assistant director at the WRC and the brain behind all of their Women's History Month events. Amy, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. And so I have to ask, how, tell me a little bit about what your position entails, what kind of responsibilities you have.
Yeah, absolutely. So I work as the assistant director of gender equity at the Women's Resources Center. My main role is to provide programs, opportunities, host interns, and scholarship opportunities for students on campus that help to enhance gender equity. And that can look a lot of different ways, like the Bagels and Buttons event that you've talked about, or hosting interns in our space that help navigate programs, help us create new services for clients, students who come and visit us to get connected to resources. So it can look a lot of different ways, but a big part is Women's History Month.
Of course. And yeah, and on that note, I mean, March is undoubtedly an important month for your job, what with Women's History Day this upcoming Sunday, as well as the entire month being Women's History Month. So tell me, why is it so important that students have access to these kinds of events, in your opinion?
Yeah. In my opinion, I think that Women's History Month really helps us to highlight the unnoticed contributions of women throughout history. Not only throughout history, but in our modern history. So Women's History Month this year, we are working to highlight local unsung heroes in our own Champaign-Urbana community, like the Woman of the Year and the 40 Under 40 list, Shannon McFarland, Maria Jimenez, who is the Executive Director of Immigration Services. These are all women that are making an impact right now, today, and building sustainable futures for our campus and the surrounding community. And I'm really excited to highlight them this month and all the work that they do to enhance gender equity.
I think that's amazing. And yeah, I had the pleasure of attending the Untold Stories workshop last Wednesday. And yeah, it was great to see so many, I believe I said in the video, but mothers, grandmothers, colleagues, and really unsung historical figures that got so much attention. And so on that note, at events like that and the ones we have coming up the rest of the month, what do you hope that students take away from these events?
That's a great question. I hope that students learn something that they didn't know before. I know that every year I learn something in the Women's History Month events. The event that you were referencing is absolutely one of my favorites. Every single year I learn about a new amazing woman, whether living or past, who has contributed to the world as we know it today. So my hope is that everyone learns something new and they become inspired to make a change in their own community so that they can live in the world that they wish to see.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you know, after that event, especially getting to hear about our student body president, Gabby Del Santos, as well as I couldn't believe that Urbana Mayor Mr. Deshaun Williams was there as well. Yes, a great conclusion to that event. And I got to hear them both talk about their mothers in particular, and that kind of got me thinking about, you know, my mom and all the important women in my life. So I have to ask, in honor of this Sunday and in honor of, you know, the month as a whole, can you tell me about like a special woman or women in your life too?
Oh, absolutely. There was not a dry eye in that room when Deshaun Williams was talking about his mother, and it made me reflect on my own as well. She is my best friend, my biggest supporter, and my greatest champion. She has always encouraged me to be brave and bold and outspoken, and I think that she is the reason why I am where I am today and why I do the work that I do for women and other gender minorities. So I absolutely understand Deshaun Williams' feelings and Gabby's as well, thinking about their mothers and the love that they, you know, put forward into our lives, and now hopefully we try to replicate as we move throughout this world too. But my mom is my biggest hero. I love her so much.
Couldn't agree more. In fact, I was just, I'm a Taekwondo competitor, so I was just at a Taekwondo tournament last weekend, and my mom attended with me. It must have been like the 100th tournament that she's come to. So the fact that she hasn't gotten tired of it, you know, moms are good like that.
They are, with a world of patience.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Amy, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today. And for more information on their upcoming Women's History Month events, as well as their programming throughout the year, head to their website at wrc.illinois.edu. Geese School of Business just got a whole new freshman class as they prepare to say goodbye to their seniors. Plus, a live talk with one business senior right before he crosses the graduation stage. Don't go anywhere.
One system with a clear mission, statewide impact for the public good. We offer pathways that develops talent to not just work, but thrive. Our research turns breakthroughs into solutions for industries, healthcare, and everyday life. From Chicago to every region, we collaborate to solve problems together. Our impact grows each year, measured in billions added to the economy, jobs supported, and lives improved. Urbana-Champaign, Chicago, and Springfield are home to world-class classrooms, labs, and clinics. We partner with communities to improve health, education, and opportunity. The University of Illinois System. Join us to build a thriving Illinois for generations to come.
Although graduation is on a lot of seniors' minds, a whole new group of students just committed to their next 4 years. You've heard of sports signing days, but yesterday marked a different kind of announcement.
Geese Signing Day is an ongoing tradition at U of I where students enrolled in the Geese College of Business get to finally declare their major. The ceremony is long awaited, as some students come hours before to line up to make sure they get their turn to declare.
Yeah, so I actually didn't get the opportunity to do it my sophomore year, so as a senior I thought, why not? You know, I'm graduating in a couple months, so might as well.
Signing Day has been around for about 10 years, and since then, thousands of students have dedicated their major to geese.
Hello everyone! ILO! Awesome. Well, this is one of my favorite days of the year.
This is the 11th annual signing day, bigger and better every year. You can see from what the plan is. It's like, athletic signing day where they got drafted to the team, but the business students are declaring their major after their first year or so in business class.
It is Geese Signing Day here at the University of Illinois, and now this is an ongoing tradition for a lot of business students when they finally get to declare their major. Now, as a media student, I'm thinking I should just ask to go up there and just never know.
The highly anticipated event is a big deal for many students, and many students' parents as well.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, making it known. You know, I spent 4 years here and I grew a lot, and there were so many opportunities that the school provided me. So kind of just giving back and kind of wanting to show my parents where all their money's going. So.
Because getting to declare your major isn't just an event to go to.
And you can see it gets exciting, and it's good.
It's an achievement as well. In Urbana, I'm Ashley Howder, UI7 Newsroom.
And now here with me is Geese senior Nathaniel Wells. Welcome, Nathaniel, to tell us a little bit more about his time at U of I. What's up?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, we're so happy to have you in. So now, obviously, you've had so many great opportunities with Geese, but you didn't actually start in Geese when you came to the university. Would you mind telling me just like a little bit more about your journey?
Yeah, I actually started as a journalism major, which was interesting. And I did love the work, but I don't know, I just felt like I want to try something new. I figured my journalism background, I could have still stuck with that, regardless of what major I chose, and I still did the radio as a sophomore and junior and beyond. So now I'm in Geese, and I'm happy. And I'm back here, back in my home, which is awesome.
Yeah, now we're back, full circle. Mm-hmm. You know, all roads lead back to UI7 Newsroom, so thank you. But as we all know, you've had a lot of opportunities from the Geese Business College. Which of them have kind of meant the most to you as you're graduating now?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think my goal in life is to be a mentor to others. I like getting good experiences and showing others how to get those as well, because I know they've impacted me. So I think we have like section leaders in our college for like the 01 series, which is like your freshman is 101, sophomore is 201. And so I was section leader for the 101 series, and I think I had like 30 students that were all like freshmen, sophomores, and I was kind of molding them to be great Geese students, and that was really enriching. And it showed like, I don't know, I saw myself in them kind of, so I'm glad they were able to learn from me, and they're successful now, which is awesome.
No, it's fantastic. That's got to feel great. Like that is giving back. That is super impactful. And as I've learned, usually people who want to be good mentors have had great mentors in their life as well. Are there any from Geese College or just in general that have really impacted you?
Yeah, actually, when I was a freshman in journalism, the guy who kind of sparked my switch or my initial interest into going to Geese, he was like, I think a junior as a freshman. We were in an org together. His name was Coyote. I don't know if he's listening or not. I don't think he is, but probably. But he was just like really invested in just seeing me succeed. I was like a very nervous, timid kid coming in, and he just saw the potential in me, and so he was with me like every step of the way, told me every org I should do, how I should write my application to transfer in, the internships to apply for originally when I came into Geese, and I hope to kind of live his will in others, which is awesome. He's a great guy.
That's fantastic. Again, full circle moment. Now you get to be that person for other people. Yeah. That's got to feel great for you.
Absolutely, it feels awesome. Yeah,
that's fantastic. And so now let's be real, Nathaniel. Mm-hmm. We're both, as I say, unks. We are about to be seniors. We are graduating. Having been in the shoes of the people that you're mentoring now, do you have kind of any advice for them as you go forward about just like this college experience, how to make the most of it?
College in general, I think you just need to lean into people. I think the most value derived out of college is just knowing people kind of and seeing what opportunities can come from that. Some of my best friends are the reason that I'm doing anything I'm doing today. I used to do like retreats for entrepreneurs like last semester and did those because my friend was like, yo, we be good at this. You know, I started making social media content because a friend pushed me. My last internship is because a friend told me I should apply. So just lean into people around you, reach out to others that you don't know. Like, don't be awkward with anyone. Like, always talk to every stranger you see and be friends with everyone, and you'll have a great time.
I feel like we kind of overlap in that way. He's journalism, talking to people, being professional talkers, getting a joy out of just interacting with every person that we meet. Would you say that being in Geese Business College, there have been specific kind of spaces where you see that kind of being facilitated for other people, where you see people being able to put their own voices kind of into the fray?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's so many different orgs in there, and they're not all just professional. A lot of them are still kind of more on the social side. And I think I always encourage people to try to join some of those like orgs early on, because those where you find 100+ people in them who are like willing to just help you out, willing to give you a voice, willing to like show you the ropes and pressure you to be like a good student in Geese.
Yeah.
So I think finding those early on, you can find your space there for sure.
Well, it sounds like you get both a bunch of enjoyment out of it, but also a lot of fulfillment.
Yeah, I did.
And so as we wrap up, just is there anything you want to say for the people listening just about Geese, about how amazing it is?
I guess short and sweet. It changed my life. So, I mean, like, shout out Geese. Shout out Cosby as well. Shout out everything.
Shout out U of I. Thank you,
Shout out
U of I.
U of I,
We wouldn't be sitting here if not for those guys.
Exactly.
So thank you so much for coming in, Nathaniel.
Thank you.
And we're not done with the year yet, though. School is still going. Midterms, especially, are looming. But next up, we do have a stress solution. Plus, an inside look as a furry friend says goodbye to campus. Don't go anywhere.
Are back, and we have a way to release your inner Shakespeare. But first, we've got a positively awesome retirement to show you.
A week ago today, the UIPD said goodbye to one of their most skilled officers who literally had a nose for trouble. With more on this very rough news, we have Good Morning Illini's Mike Rock here for more on the retirement.
Aaron, this officer, as you said, literally had a nose for trouble, and I'm told that she is currently enjoying an all-inclusive cruise in the Bahamas as of now. But if you're wondering what a handler is, or why a dog would need one, take a look.
Protecting the University of Illinois since 1999, the dogs of UI Police have played a critical role in keeping campus safe, even if most students never realize it. While some Illini are familiar with the department's therapy dogs, the Explosive Ordnance Detection Dogs, or EOD dogs, often work behind the scenes. But for officers like Ethan Folks, who handles one of these dogs, the relationship is much more than just pet and owner.
I'm kind of his partner, and I watch him, work with him, and so if I'm running him inside of a football game or something like that, my only focus is him.
After 12 years of service, or about 84 in dog years, UIPD Belgian Malinois Zuri has officially hung up her collar. During that time, she worked closely with her handler, Officer Troy Chu.
He was very instrumental in helping me get through the process, even though he won't admit it and says he doesn't care, that's just Troy. He actually did help me a lot.
Along with Deputy Chief Hedrick, Officer Chu helped build the K-9 program into what it is today. And during Zuri's entire 12-year career, she never once alerted to an explosive on campus, a sign of both her training and the safety of the community she served. Zuri was the longest-serving EOD dog in the department, with officers even jokingly calling her the Tom Brady of their canines.
Because let's just face it, Troy worked her, but she did the work. Troy was just there doing his thing, right? Because that's what they do. The dogs do their thing. We're there to assist every once in a while. But she was very good at what she did, and you could always rely on her.
But her experience will be hard to replace.
Look, I'll tell you what, Mike, that looks like an amazing story to cover, but first I have to ask, did you pet any of the dogs?
You know, I was hoping I could, but apparently these dogs can't be touched by anyone other than their handler in order to avoid scent confusion. So while I was barking up the wrong tree, I think that this fact only cements the bond that these pairs have.
Well, thank you so much, Mike. Can't wait to see more service dogs going around. Thank you, UIPD, and all their loyal pups. Now, many people say dogs are man's best friend, but sometimes all you need is a buddy, a study buddy. With midterms coming up, the Jeffries Center offers a dedicated space for students to study with a buddy. As I'm sure you know, procrastination takes over the minds of many college students. But don't worry, every Tuesday, the Study Buddy program gives students intentional study time. Students can come together to study and connect. The program provides snacks that will fuel you through your last-minute cram sessions. So if this sounds like the place for you, the program will run every Tuesday from 6:15 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. until May 5th.
Now, today is a little taste of spring, and Aaron, I'm sure you know that a change of season calls for a change in clothes. But don't worry, the Q Closet at the Gender and Sexuality Resource Center has you covered. The closet was created in order to provide gender-affirming and identity-expressive clothes. They have many such options as binders, professional clothes, and even accessories. Now, this is not like a clothing exchange where you take one and leave one. You're actually able to take as many pieces of clothes as you want for free. You can stop by the center to look anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.
You know, the walk to the dining hall is usually for thinking about the food, but some University of Illinois students are being asked to burn a few calories before they can eat.
If you're walking through the Eikenberry Commons, you might want to wear some comfortable shoes. As students decompress after class and head to dinner, students are stopped for a fitness movement taking place. UIUC push-ups was started by freshmen Kimani and Jay, but it's a team effort. Friends help recruit, cheering on anyone willing to join. They're not just looking for athletes, they're looking for anyone who wants to make an impact. It's a community of strangers that are ready for the test. For Kimani, it's just more than push-ups in a lobby. It's practice for his future career. As he aspires to be a personal trainer, he says the biggest reward is watching someone realize they're stronger than they believed.
For a lot of people who say, I can't do a lot of push-ups, I can only do one or two, by the time, when they participate, they end up doing more than they thought they could. So in addition to you getting stronger, you also feel much more capable than how you originally thought you were. For a lot
You know, Ryan, as a sophomore yourself, it must be very fulfilling to see underclassmen being able to conjure this sense of community, showing that anybody in any class can do something like this on campus.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to witness two freshmen start a group so early on into their career.
Fantastic, Ryan. Thank you so much.
Now, whether thou art a Shakespeare aficionado or just barely made it through Hamlet in high school, relatable, one student-run theater group is planning an event with a little something for everyone. Our very own Claire McDaniel has more details on an upcoming sonnet soiree. Is that
And
right?
just what is a soiree, you may ask? A party, but fancier. What You Will Theater Company is hosting their Spring Sonnet Soiree this Saturday in the Illini Union. Dig out your best silks and finery or any other springtime attire you have on hand, and maybe a pair of dancing shoes. Guests will be treated to dancing, games, sonnet performances, plus a sneak peek at the group's spring show. All proceeds go to supporting this student-run company. You can check out their Instagram. It's there on your screen for more information on tickets and upcoming shows.
And now, Claire, I for one welcome the opportunity to engage with Shakespeare in a context that isn't AP literature. But tell me, are you a Shakespeare aficionado, or were you also just kind of scraping by in high school?
Hamza, I don't know that I would describe myself as a Shakespeare aficionado, although during high school I was actually involved in a Shakespeare troupe that put on productions of Shakespearean plays each semester. And as a result, I started to really enjoy Shakespeare. And actually, my favorite Shakespeare play is the one that What You Will is putting on this spring. It's Much Ado About Nothing, and they're showing a preview of it at their soiree this weekend.
Wow, you heard it here, folks. Claire McDaniels, talented anchor and Shakespeare semi-aficionado.
Well, you know, there's much ado about nothing left in the rest of this show because that's all we have for you this week on GMI. We'll see you next time. Same place, same bat channel next week on UI7. And don't forget to have a good morning, Illini.